Oh my goodness, Taurus, something is stirring in your world this month. Let me tell you, we've got a connection from the past here, and I don't know if this chapter ever fully closed. We've got the world reversed. We've got this Six of Cups. I gotta say, there is a lot to unpack here, and we've also got the High Priestess or the Great Revealer in reversed, and so there's a big hinting of energies coming through of unfinished business. There's a whisper, I want to say, of a possible reunion. There's memory surfacing. There is a heart energy coming through here that never quite let go. The High Priestess in reverse, I want to say, is this long awaited truth finally coming to light. Is somebody rushing back because they've truly changed? Or are they still caught in a pattern? And most importantly, Taurus, how are you going to navigate this unexpected twist? Stay tuned. Let's dig into what's really going on here behind the scenes and whether this comeback is destiny or just deja vu. If this is your reading, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this message. Hey, Taurus, welcome in, welcome back. It is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot and Astro Insights, and we are going to do a reading for you for the month of April. I just want to touch base on the astrological aspects because we do got some pretty significant shifts playing out in the month of April. We are going to have Venus stationing direct. We're also going to have Mercury stationing direct, and both of these planets are going to be moving back into the sign of Aries. We're finally going to have Mars going back into Leo. After all of that retrograde energy, we're almost out of that post-shadow retrograde energy of that Mars retrograde. We're going to have the Sun entering into Taurus on the 19th, so happy birthday, Taurus. Especially if you are an April Taurus, we're also going to have that new moon in Taurus. So if you are early degree Taurus energies, just be ready because I do think you're about to enter into a brand new 8-year cycle. So let's see what the cards and the oracle have to say for you. So stick around. You're going to want to hear this message, Taurus. Wow, Taurus, this spread is packed with such intense messages and energies. Let's get into this reading. Do you remember the cards on the cut? The Oracle cut, we got that abundance card, and there was an image of those 3 pentacles on that cut, along with the self-love card, and there was that image of that heart with wings, with the sun and the moon and all of those teardrops in the background. And so I do feel there's a really profound message we got to talk about with those cards on the cut, because it does feel like, Taurus, you have been building a strong foundation. I think you've been working on yourself. You've been working on healing your heart. You've been working on healing relationships and patterns. And that imagery of that 3 of Pentacles on that Oracle card hints at collaboration collaboration, teamwork. I don't know if you're building something in a group setting, but I feel that self-love card on the cut is really emphasizing, Taurus, the importance of nurturing your heart and your soul after facing some pretty significant past challenges, because the cards on the cut with the tarot was the Tower and the 10 of Swords. And so I just want to say it's like the dust has finally settled. I don't think this upheaval is happening right now. I think you've already gone through the major upheaval. I want to say the worst has already happened for you, Taurus. And this month, it's like you're finally stepping out of that wreckage, stronger and wiser than ever before. The worst is behind you for sure. There is this sense, I want to say, of liberation, freedom, readiness to spread your wings and to fly. So I kind of feel you've probably been through about, I'm going to say 3 years. 3 years of intense healing, and you're likely at the point where you're feeling more aligned with your true authentic self. I don't think you're going to be defined by this pain any longer, and I think you're finally starting to see the light ahead. So let's break down the oracle message, because the first card out is the Truth card. I was going to say the bald eagle card because it is an image of a bald eagle. And so there is this energy, I want to say, of the Hanged Man coming through, where you have learned to shift your perceptions. You've learned to come into your own truth. This is a powerful symbol, I've got to say, of transformation. There is a profound story about eagles, and I've tried to share it a few times. Let me see if I can get it right this time. Around the age of 40, a bald eagle has to go through a very challenging transformation. Their beak becomes curved, their talons become weakened, and their feathers become too heavy. And so in order for the bald eagle to survive, they have to retreat on the mountaintop, where they break off their beak, they shed all of their feathers, and they wait for them to regrow. It is a painful, 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 but necessary rebirth. And I do feel you've gone through a transformation similar to the bald eagle, where you've had to strip away everything in order to emerge renewed, right? And then the eagle can emerge renewed too and live another 30 years. And so I don't know if you're around the age of 40 when you went through this transformation. It doesn't have to be. But this is a symbolic message, I feel, where you have had to confront a lot of uncomfortable truths. You've had to let go of old, outdated beliefs, and you are now finally emerging stronger. You've endured the pain of the transformation. You've endured the pain of the heartbreak, and you're getting ready to soar higher before. And so I just feel like you have been in a very long period of healing, possibly 3 years, possibly longer. But I do feel you are finally at the end of that transformation, and you're ready to step into your power with truth and with clarity. The second card out, we get the Retreat card. And so this does speak of taking a step back. This does speak of just reflecting this month, allowing the heart to guide you towards the next steps. I do feel a very strong Page of Cups energy present. And so I feel you're entering a time of new emotional insights, new creative ideas, especially with the creativity card coming out. It feels like this is a gentle reminder to just honor your journey. Really give yourself that space to process the final stages of healing before moving forward, because the creativity card, I just feel like all of this energy flowing through you. I get a very strong Queen of Cups vibe. So I don't know if you've got prominent water placements in your chart, but this is a hint at emotional fulfillment. Once again, the threes, right? And that's why I'm drawn to maybe the last 3 years or so. But I do feel we've got this Two of Cups at the bottom, and we've got this Ace of Cups. And so the overflow of the love that you give to yourself is ready to be poured out into some type of Two of Cups union. And so you have been filling your own cup first, I want to say. That's exactly what this feels like. And so the Queen of Cups energy that I'm feeling is compassionate, it's intuitive, it's nurturing energy. And so you are encouraged, Taurus, to embrace your emotions and to use your creative talents and to share this newfound wisdom of your transformation with others. It's like you're emerging from this transformation with more heart, more healed, and you are brimming with this massive creative potential is what this is feeling like. And then on the bottom of the deck, the stripping illusions card. And so with the blooming lotus, this is, I feel, an energy of enlightenment. When you emerge from the mud, I do feel there's an Ace of Wands quality. There's a new beginning here. There's inspiration. I do feel you're shedding all of these illusions that have kept you stuck from stepping into perhaps your fullest potential related to self-worth and love and what it is that you truly deserve. And so now you're ready. You're ready to emerge. You're ready for that next chapter that's going to be rooted in truth and rooted in authenticity. And so I just feel a profound message of transformation, healing, growth, rebirth. It's like you've been through that eagle transformation, and you know when to retreat when needed, you know when to reconnect when needed, and there's a big energy of creative flow coming through. And so the tarot spread is actually pretty intense. And so let's break it down and let's talk about it, because the central energy is the Six of Coins, which is reciprocity. Maybe that's the truth that you've learned, is you're no longer going to pour into relationships that don't equally reciprocate and pour back into you, right? You're going to keep that overflow to yourself if people can't reciprocate what it is that you bring to the table and what it is that you offer within connection. And so let's talk about this top row, because we do get the Knight of Cups in reversed, and we get that Ace of Wands in reversed with the Knight of Swords upright. And so this to me kind of feels like an eagle energy, could be a hawk. I do feel a higher perspective here, but I do feel this is really given off the vibe of a false start or a missed opportunity, right? Because I felt that Ace of Wands here. And so maybe there was a missed opportunity that sent you into some type of transformation journey. I want to say the Dark Night of the Soul, quite possibly. And so it's like a connection where there was a lack of progress, where somebody didn't put in the effort when it mattered. And I do feel this is a missed opportunity from the past, where there probably was a lot of passion, a new beginning that was probably missed due to hesitation or lack of action, right? That Knight of Cups, I just want to say, I think they had a lot of emotional baggage to work through. The Knight of Cups in reversed, usually I want to say, is that smiling liar, that love bomber. They come in, they speak words of love, but their actions don't match their words. And I think because they've got a lot of stuff here that they needed to unpack, and it led to a missed opportunity. And I do feel this Knight of Swords is somebody rushed out, and maybe now they want to rush in to make up for that lost time. Maybe now they're going through a realization of the gravity of the inaction or that earlier decision to not fully invest emotionally because of their own emotional baggage, right? It's like a backpack of baggage, I want to say. And so this top row, Taurus, is really telling me a story of somebody here that I feel failed to seize a magical opportunity with you. They had a chance. I think you already gave this person a chance, and now they're feeling some type of urgency to rush in and fix it now that you're healed. So I don't know how I really feel about that. I really don't know how I feel about that, but I do feel you're dealing with somebody that didn't recognize your worth or your value, and now they're coming to a realization, I should have acted sooner. And so let's talk about this middle row, because it's pretty significant. We get this Five of Coins in reverse. So I don't know if somebody left you out in the dust and they ghosted you. You were building something and it all kind of just came undone, unstrung, and fell apart. The Five of Coins in reverse is saying somebody wants to come back in and balance the scales. But the Strength in reverse is saying, I think they're lacking confidence. They're feeling weakened by their past actions. You could be dealing with a Leo. You got water energy here. You got air. Leo is the only major arcana card that came out in the spread other than the bottom of the deck. And so you could be dealing with somebody with prominent Leo, but I do feel you've recovered from being left out in the cold. And now somebody wants to try to come back in after ghosting you or abandoning a situation, and they want to restore that balance. And so they want to give to you what wasn't given before. It feels like somebody in the past withheld their emotions, they withheld their truth, and now they want to rush in and they want to be more than generous, more than fair, but I do feel they're unsure if they're going to be welcomed back or not, or if they're even strong enough to face the truth of a possible rejection, right? And so this really is the energy of somebody wanting to come in and fix things, but they don't know if they're brave enough, right? They don't know if they're even ready to fully own that mistake. And I gotta say, it takes a lot of strength to own a past mistake, and anybody that is playing into narcissistic tendencies, they're never going to come in and apologize. So just keep that in mind. But let's go further into this bottom row, because the Six of Cups does kind of hint at a reconciliation. That's where that reconciliation is coming in at. And so I do feel there's nostalgia here. Like I said, there's a lot to unpack here. There's memories, there's possibly a reunion, and a reunion after what I feel is a very long separation. I do think somebody here is getting a shift in perspective. I think maybe they were in a cycle creating blockages. It's like there's a wall here. They were all protective of their emotions, and maybe in another situation, water in a dead tree, right? And then we get this Ten of Swords. And so I think somebody really is gaining a perspective about ignoring this opportunity with you. Now they're opening up all of their baggage. They're seeing the value that you hold. And I do think there was already a painful ending that has already occurred. It feels like somebody wants to put the past to bed. They want to unpack this baggage. They want to acknowledge the pain, and they want to move beyond it. And so I do think this is like, it's feeling like a long lost connection, possibly from about 7 years ago, I feel, coming back to clear the air and to heal the old wounds. Let's touch on the bottom of the deck, because we do get the World in reversed, and look at the eye on that. And so somebody, I think, is really seeing this situation clearly. The World reversed, I have to say, is the energy of unfinished business. There is a lack of closure. I don't think this person gave you any closure. They probably left you hanging, and you were probably left spinning your wheels trying to figure out what the heck just happened. And now I do feel there's going to be swift communication. We've got the World reversed to the Eight of Wands. And so somebody who either was inconsistent or reckless with your heart in the past, I do feel they want to come in. They want to come in very fast with the Knight of Wands in reversed. I think somebody here owes you an apology. In the very least, they owe you an apology or a heartfelt message. It feels like somebody wants to rush in to set things right because they can't move on. They can't move on without addressing what's been left unsaid. And then that Page of Cups, right? And so it's like they want to work on fixing something here. That's really what I'm feeling. So I don't know. I guess you're going to have to really use your discernment here, Taurus. But there is unfinished business here. There is an unfinished cycle. We're going to go a little bit further because I did keep pulling. And we got the Chariot upright to the Nine of Cups. And this is like talking about plenty, plenty, to the Seven of Coins in reversed and the High Priestess in reversed. And so I do feel, it really feels like somebody is getting impatient. I think they're tired of waiting. They finally got to make a move. And I feel there's hidden truths coming to light. Things that I think were kept in the dark or kept under wraps are finally being acknowledged. That's really what this is feeling like, Taurus. It's like words unspoken are coming to light. This person, I feel, has really withheld communication from you. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with one of the fixed signs. You could be dealing with a Leo, Aquarius, a Scorpio, or a Taurus. I do feel Pisces energy, but it does look like in April you are going to be revisiting a connection from the past, possibly from 7 years ago, a situation where things fell apart and they didn't quite come together as intended. And I do think it led you down the pathway of betrayal and heartbreak. It led you down the pathway of transforming your life, that's for sure. But I do feel there is this feeling and this pulling energy to resolve this unresolved chapter. And I think April is going to be a month where the truth will finally surface. And so it can either lead you to closure or to a new beginning. And so what I want to say, Taurus, is it is very important for you to listen to your intuition. Even if it's been clouded from the past, you're really going to have to weigh whether this resurgence is truly in alignment with your truth and the transformation that you've been through on your healing journey, or if somebody is rushing back in just because they feel guilty. Is this really going to be worth considering? Are they genuine? Have they genuinely changed? Or are they just here to unpack all of these unresolved issues? It does feel like you are at a major turning point, Taurus, where the truth is finally going to come through, and you might get a chance, like I said, to either reconcile or close this chapter once and for all. So I think we're going to take it to the extended. We're going to go deeper. We're going to explore this unfinished business in the extended. We're going to dive deeper into that energy. I think we'll probably clarify that world reversed as to maybe what caused the separation or what caused the missed opportunity. We're going to ask, why is this person coming back now? What is it that they truly want? Is their energy consistent, or are they still prone to that reckless behavior? Because I gotta say, we get all of the knights out, which tells me there's still a little bit of impulsivity here and immaturity here. We're going to dig deeper into what truth is coming to light. Is this person being honest about their intentions, or is there still some illusion or secret here? And how are you going to feel about that truth? What guidance needs to come through for you to either embrace rejecting or reconciling this situation? And so is it going to be reunion? Is it going to be closure? Is this going to be a second chance for love? Or are you just going to clear the air so you can bring something full circle? So we're going to dig deeper into these energies. If you would like to join me in the extended, the link will be down below. If this is where we part ways, Taurus, I wish you luck on the month ahead, and I do look forward to seeing you all again next time.